in Massachusetts, and I think in New Hampshire, Meg and I did one a while back, there was a welfare lien on file. So these things actually affect your sale. You have to negotiate these, and they have to come off title, or you don't have clear title, you can't sell. So on these situations, if it's a Fannie Mae first, you're gonna get nothing out of proceeds to settle that debt. So how do you figure that out? What do you do with that lien? Somebody's gonna settle it. Either they release for no money, which is very rare, or you're offering them something, and where does it come from? Typically, on a Fannie Mae short sale, we're gonna have that come from the buyer, but we're gonna know this up front. So before we even list a property, or before I'm working with an agent who's listing a property, I'm saying, hey, we've pulled title. These are the things that are gonna impact your sale. You're gonna have to now build these things into your sale in order to sell it, because if you need $5,000 from somewhere, it has to come, if your borrower has no money, you have to account for that money to settle the debt.
They won't pay mechanical liens, is it?
They won't pay what?
Mechanical liens?
Nope. No mechanic. If it's private debt, they won't pay. So anything that's non-mortgage, they're not gonna pay. Excuse me. So you're gonna have to, like I said, my thing is pull title up front on any short sale you do. You would be surprised at how many things impact the sale of that property other than just the mortgages. One thing we see a lot are prior mortgages that were not discharged. That can really hang your sale up. So it's really important that you do get with a title company. Phoenix is my favorite. That you're going to get title work done and make sure you know when you're approaching that short sale what you have to deal with by the end of the short sale. Fannie and Freddie, they also may ask the borrower or the homeowner for a cash contribution or a note. It's misguided to let people know that they're not going to be on the hook to pay anything towards a short sale. If you have a borrower that's making good money, or a seller that's making good money, or they have other assets, I have seen Fannie Mae ask for cash at closing or a note. It may not be for the full balance, but when you're looking at their finances and you're gonna give them some financial forms to fill out, Freddie and Fannie have, again, they're in their guidelines for short sales, they'll have the forms that you need. You want to assess, like, how much money are they making? I know nobody here is a financial advisor, I don't expect that, but clearly the two ticket items I look at are the expenses versus their income. And if their income is higher than their expenses, I'm gonna give them a warning, hey, you may get asked for a cash contribution or a note at closing. It's better to prep them, and maybe at the end they don't get asked for it, but it's better to prep them in case they do get asked for it. And then, so Freddie Fannie sales, they have to be listed for 5 days. You have to have them on the market 5 days, including a weekend. I know sometimes people throw a house on the market and there's multiple offers from the minute you list it. On a Freddie and Fannie sale, you couldn't take an offer the next day. They would make you go back and relist it. You have your non-GSE short sales. Those are kind of like a crapshoot, I hate to say it. They don't have guidelines online. You can always call a servicer. You might run into a servicer like DieTech or Select Portfolio Servicing. And you can always call them and say, what do I need to do to list this sale? They don't have publicly published guidelines on how to set up their short sales. This is kind of an interesting one, and this would probably also go for Freddie and Fannie. If there's outstanding municipal liens, like let's say Manchester Public Water Sewer, and there's a few $100s or a few $1,000s that are outstanding, many of the servicers will not allow that out of the proceeds. So this is something that you'll have to discuss with the seller. Do you have the ability to pay this? If not, it's something you want to know up front, so you might be able to build it in for the buyer to pay. Somebody's going to have to pay that, and I hate to see agents reach into their pockets thousands of dollars. It's ridiculous.
I don't see, you didn't mention condo.
What, condo fees? Yep. HOA condo fees have to be negotiated as well. That's part of it.